Hello,
Hi, everybody.
everybody. So, how's everybody doing today? And what is everybody reading? What are you reading, Tiffany?
On ebook, I am reading Dying for Strawberries. It's the first book in the Berry Basket series by Sharon Farrow, I think her last name is, or Farrow, I'm not sure. And then on audio, I'm doing A Side of Murder by Amy Pershing. It's the first book in the Food Bloggers series.
Are you liking them or?
Yes, I am. I'm liking both of them so far. Yes.
I am working on several things. I'm not sure exactly what I'm wanting to work on right now, but I'm listening to The Count of Monte Cristo, and I'm also kind of following along with the ebook. And I started a new middle grade audiobook today called Belly Up. By Stuart Gibbs, which is the guy that wrote the Spy School series that I read. So I thought I'd
Oh,
give
okay.
his other series a try. And this one's about a place called Fun Jungle. And so a hippopotamus has died and they think it was murder. And so they're trying to figure out what happened.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
like a zoo or something. And it's got the young kid thinks something happened. So he's trying to figure out what happened.
Okay.
Or it's not bad, but the cover is funny, is cute, kind of because it's got a hippopotamus upside down in water on the cover. It's like the poor little hippopotamus, but it's called Belly
Wow.
Up. So his little belly's up, so belly up.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm also working on an ebook called Cameron Battle in the Hidden Kingdom, and so I don't know what I'm gonna be.
All right. Nice.
And so, hi Lee, hope you're feeling better.
Yes, Lee, thinking of you. Well, Billy Up definitely sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's cute so far. Hi Leanne. And Nancy, Cajun,
Hello,
Mel,
Mel.
Anita. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Cozy. Says, hello, it's Cape Cod Foodie Series. That's
Yep.
the one that you're reading. Okay.
Yes.
Mel is reading Murder with Cinnamon Scones by Karen Rose Smith. It's the second Daisy's Tea Garden, 40 pages
I like that
in.
series.
I'm reading An Untimely Death on the Mountain and may switch back to that one with the X murder. Yeah, because I ain't can pronounce it. And Josie says, I can stay to chat until the first sprint, then I'll be busy for a while. Okay. Hi, Susan.
Hi.
Hi, Jillian. Nicole says, I'm reading Double Fudge Brownie, then one is Body on Baker Street. And Anita says, I'm reading Up to No Gouda and I'm reading Poisoned Pages by Lorna Barrett.
Nice.
Hi. I don't know if it's Zach or Casey. Probably Zach. I don't know. And Leanne's reading Death Overdue and Hollywood Homicide. Cajun's reading Assaulted Caramel. Yay. I am loving Jethro. Yeah, I love Jethro.
Yes. Oh, I'm excited.
And Cozy says, Tiffany, I saw Catherine Burns is releasing a maple syrup series in October. I love the topic, so I hope I like her writing.
I enjoy your writing.
Is that the one where you guys had a hard time with the first book in that series because it was a
Yeah,
little long?
she wrote an Italian like chef series. The first one though, like she didn't write it originally as a cozy. She like turned it in as a regular book and then they told her to change some things. And so it just was very convoluted and very hard to follow and I felt like it ended like 4 times. I was like, "Oh, okay, it's over." And then like
Yeah, I remember you guys
I
talking
mean,
about
like,
that because I didn't read it.
at one point, the killer feeds her cat or something. It was really weird. Like, he's like waiting on her to show back up. He's like, I fed your cat while you were gone. It was it's very strange. But
So
I
I
really
want to
love
kill. I'm
her,
going to kill you, but I don't want the cat to starve. So
which I respect. No, I'm kidding. um, I really like her Cookies and Chance series, but I also read number 2 in that same series, and it was back on track. It was a good book.
that's good.
So I think part of it was just all the changes she had to make, and it was never intended to necessarily be a
Yeah.
cozy to begin with. I think really.
After she had to make the changes, they should have like maybe edited it a little bit better to that where it wasn't quite so. But yeah.
Yeah.
Julian says, I'm listening to Matchmaking Can Be Murder by Amanda Flower on audio. Yay.
Yes. I hope you love it.
And Lee is reading The Therapist by B.A. Paris. I have not read a book by that author, but I know that that's like one of those, I think people either love that author or they don't. And Books and Bop says it's Zach. Casey is coming on later. Okay. We have a Patreon event soon, but wanted to say hi to y'all. Okay.
Oh, yay. Well,
That
thanks
was
for
nice.
coming.
Cajun, I love Jeffro. Yep.
Yes, Mel.
Yeah. And Mel says, Ro, I'm going to have to check out the Maple series. Thanks for the heads up.
Have you read the Maple series, Mel, by Jesse Crockett? It's a fun series. There's only 3 in the book in there. I know Cozy's already read it, so I really liked all 3 of them. It was a fun series. I think it takes place in like Vermont. I don't know what the actual series name is, but it's by Jesse Crockett, and Jesse is Jessie.
Hi, Rocket. What are you reading?
Yes, please tell us what you're reading. Well, I thought I was going to stay lighter for longer, so during the first sprint, I'm going to have to move in because I'm starting to get bit. But Kairu thinks since I'm home, I'm working from home right now. I was telling Storm because of COVID, they're making us. I'm like, please no. Anyways, but because I'm home all day long, he was like crying that I wouldn't just go sit with him outside because he thinks like I'm just off, and it was so nice out today. And so like every time I would take him to go up to the bathroom, of course. But he was like crying, like wanting to go like out the other door, which he knows comes to the garage to outside where we just sit like now. And I was like, I can't just sit with you. So I did bring him out, but now it's getting dark and I'm starting to get bit. So we might have to move back in.
Cornflower says, we'll read either Gilded or Crescent City after I'm finished making dinner. Okay.
Ooh, what you making?
I knew that was going to come. And Mel said, Tiffany, yes, I've read the Jesse Crockett Maple series.
Gotcha.
And Nicole says, I'm reading Body on Baker Street and Double Fudge Brownie Murder. Okay.
Another Joanne Fluke, right? I don't know about the first book, but the second.
I think
yeah. Sugar Grove.
One.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah. And Anita said, we had 4 inches of snow here in New Jersey. Ew. Keep it up there.
It was 75 and sunny here today. I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but it was, it was absolutely beautiful. Had a breeze. It was so nice.
That's nice. So she says it's katsudon, something like that. Japanese fried pork cutlet. Sounds good. And Cornflower wants to know what you're thinking of The Therapist.
Okay.
And Nancy says, yeah, Tiffany, our church just went back to mask for everyone no matter what. So it must be getting really bad.
Yeah, because it was out of the blue, and it was like they told us at 3:00 on Wednesday, and you're not coming in, and all of us had like appointments set up, and they're like, if they won't do them virtually, then cancel them. And I also do something with the county for truancy, so for middle school and high school if a police in my county in Manatee pick up a kid that was truant, they get dropped off to me, and then I do some stuff and contact their parent, all this other stuff. And I was like, and we have a contract, like we're obligated to like be there for that. And they're like, put a sign on the door, we'll contact them, we're going to call the county. And I'm like, holy crap. But then other places today, so like yesterday and today, some of my counterparts do groups in the schools, and the school didn't want to let them in. And they're like, I mean, it's a 6-week course that they do every single week. So it must be like a kind of a all around type of thing, which is really crazy because in Florida, we don't follow any kind of guidelines. None. So interesting. I hope not. But anyways, it'll work out. We'll all be careful. We'll all take care of each other.
Yeah. And so Lee says cornflower about 22% in, good so far.
Nice.
And yeah, Nicole accidentally put in twice what she's reading, but that's okay.
That's okay.
And Mel says, Tiffany, I was watching a video from last week's Saturday chat that I missed, and you were talking about Ghost. Isn't it so funny? I love that show.
Yes, my husband and I both really like it. I had started watching a couple episodes, and then I was like, oh, Kevy would like this. So when we watched TV together the other night, I was like, we have to try this. I already watched a couple, and then he got hooked. It's so funny. Yeah, it's really enjoyable.
So it's on Hulu, right? You said on the live?
It's on Hulu Live, but that's like you have to pay extra, but it's on free. Yeah. It's on free on Tubi.
Is it free on
Pluto? Maybe it's Pluto. One of those free, it's either Pluto or Tubi, because those are the two free ones that I have. And one of them shows it for free on there.
I'll have to go look because I have like Hulu, but I guess I didn't know you had to pay extra for like a live or something.
For like live TV, I don't pay extra for live TV either. And I wasn't going to, but it's funny that you have to pay extra for it on Hulu, but it's absolutely 100% free on a free service.
Yeah. Some of that's weird. Yeah. That happens on a lot of them. It's like, I can get it over here, but not over here. So Mel says, you have to let me know when you watch the episode called D&D. It's my favorite. I keep rewatching it.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm excited. I really, really like it. It's very fun.
So we'll do our first sprint at 15 after. Is that good?
That sounds good. Yes, we're going to move inside and then I'll be back on. Cool. Plus, Kairu he's sitting right on top of my feet. I was telling Storm that he was all the way out in the grass, which is a big deal for him. Big deal. And a very large dog came along the sidewalk where he was at. And then he was in my lap. When Storm and I first got on the call, he was in my lap. Yeah,
he was like,
he's now moved from my lap to the floor, but he's sitting on my feet so that he knows when I move, he'll sit on my toes. So I can't get up like I would be able to get up without him knowing. Oh, he's funny.
Nancy said, Florida has no car inspections either. They asked me when I traded in my license, do you want a rule book? I said, of course. They're so lax about everything here.
It's, yeah. To say the least. To say the least. I'm getting my SAS list finalized. I'm trying to get it finalized, meaning I won't change it anymore so that I don't have to change it 5 times. I just know I'm going to want to change it. And, somebody even said on my video for like my 22 series, I've already started series that weren't on that list. I already have done it. I was like, ugh.
Well, that's why I said these are the series that I'm going to concentrate for this challenge. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to start others. Because I'm like, I can't do it. I have to do this, though. And so Nancy said she found Ghost on CBS, I think. So regular TV.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
It's on CBS currently.
So retail 45, that good?
Yes. I'm trying to figure out Lee's comment real quick. You could be prisoners in New York. Maybe I missed something, but I don't want to be a prisoner anywhere if that's the.
I don't know. Maybe with the COVID or something, it could be prisoners.
That would that okay. I haven't been watching the news, so if there's something going
Yeah,
on,
I don't
you
know either.
that
I haven't really paid that
I
much attention.
haven't been watching the news. All right. Happy reading, everyone. Come on, baby.
So, how did your reading go?
It was good. It was good. I'm on chapter 6 of Dying for Strawberries on ebook, which is pretty good for me because I started it, I don't know, sometime this week. So that's still pretty good for me on ebook.
Yeah. So I was listening to the Count of Monte Cristo. It's starting to get a little bit better. I'm like 18 chapters in, though it's really intimidating whenever you look at it and you're 6 hours in and it's only like 14%.
Yeah, yeah. I
I've
I
got like
I think I would
40
have to
hours to go.
yeah, I think I would have to take off like that or not pay attention to it if I was reading a book
Yeah.
that long.
But it kind of got bogged down in like the politics like a few chapters ago, and it was like, oh, I hope that this gets over. I'm not really caring for that too much. But then that got past, and then it's like, oh, now we're back to something interesting. So it's not been too bad. And so, yeah, she said prisoner in New York instead of free in Florida. So it must
Gotcha.
be because of regulations or something.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. And
Hi,
so Hannah
Hannah.
says, I'm out waiting to pick someone up, but I'm listening to the first wheel of time. That's a big chunker, too. And Jessica said, hello, reading the audiobook, The Art of Asking by Amanda Paul. So,
I
man,
saw
we're
her
17 pages. Cool.
I saw Jessica just put a thing in the Discord about one in Coffee Cozy Rex.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know that many, to be honest,
I
that are
don't.
just coffee cozies. I mean, there's, of course, the Coffee House, but she already reads that. And then there's a couple others. There's Jessica, there's one by Sandra Balzo. I've read a few of them a long time ago. I don't think they're as good as the Coffee House, but they are good. But I mean, it's been a long time. But there's just, to me, shockingly, there's not as many as I thought there was that are just coffee. There's a lot of cafes or
Yeah,
like
I was gonna say
bakeries.
because like even like the tourist trap has the like coffees, books, and more is her
Yeah.
like place that she owns, and so, but yeah. And Melissa got 22 pages. Jessica
Nice.
10%.
Excellent.
And Anita read about 9%. That's good. Cajun 11%.
Wow, you guys are awesome.
Rocket finished making dinner, so hopefully I can read next sprint. All right. And Jillian got
Excellent, Jillian.
8% read. And just said interesting. I would have thought there'd be more. Yeah.
There might be on KU, and I've done a beverage spotlight that would have them, so I'll try to look through my notes. But I mean, the videos are up too, but they were all sorts of coffee, but I felt like in the end there was a lot more tea stuff, to be honest with you. But I will look through that.
Reading equals happiness said I read 0 pages, but mom and I talked and ate dinner. I'm going to finish reading Harry Potter 5 this weekend. Hopefully, I'm 65% in. All right.
Excellent.
Well, that was still
Awesome.
productive, even though you didn't read. You talked and ate and all that kind of good stuff.
What does your profile say?
I think it's a book. Sorry, I'm not perfect.
No. Gotcha. My eyes are so bad. I'm like, what was
I
that?
had to get up real close. So it's like, okay.
It still didn't work for me, but
And Mel says there's a
oh,
relatively new series by Tara Lush called Coffee Lovers, and the second book was released recently. I only read the first so far, but I liked it a lot.
excellent.
I hadn't heard of that one. So.
Excellent.
Yeah, I don't think I've even read a lot of cozies that feature even cafes or anything like that. Like I haven't. So, no clue. And Nancy is 74% in untimely on the mountain. Should finish soon. All right.
That's awesome, Nancy.
And Jessica said thanks. Whew.
Yes.
I am so tired. I haven't
You
slept
haven't
well
sleeping
lately.
well? Mm.
Yeah, but Dresden is actually she's doing a little bit better. Like she's starting to go up and down the stairs a little bit more. I think maybe she just maybe hurt herself and was a little skittish of it, and she's starting to get over it. Earlier today, she actually jumped on the couch, so I was like, "Oh, look, we're making progress." Because
Oh,
before she wouldn't do that, so I don't know.
it's always sad when they're like that because they can't tell you what's going on.
Yeah, and you tried to push around on her to see if she would be like, "Oh," or something, making noise, but she didn't. So I'd like, well, she's not really hurt, I don't think, but I think she was skittish more than anything.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, how is the weather in Missouri? It's cold.
It's cold.
It's right at this point right now. I just checked. It was 32, but feels like 25. And my room is really cold right at this moment. So
Ooh,
my hands are freezing, and when my hands are cold, I just cannot get warm. I don't know if
yeah.
you got anybody like that, but I just
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
And Mel said, "Lady Love said you're welcome." And then Leanna said the Cleo Coyle Coffee Mysteries. But yeah, I think she already reads that one though. I think
Yeah.
that's yeah. Yeah, that's like the one that everybody goes to whenever somebody asks for coffee, right? Because that's pretty much the only one I even know of.
Yeah, it's interesting. Whoa,
Oh my
what?
goodness. It's negative 15 where I live right now. No horse training for me tonight. Shivers. Yeah.
Holy
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Macanelli.
I know. I feel sorry
Holy
for all those that are
guacamole.
up north because, man, I can't even handle the weather I have right now, let alone being in the negative type stuff. Oof. That is so not my cup of weather.
Oh my goodness, Jessica. I hope you
And
do
like I
not
said,
have to
we
go
had
outside
no
at
hot
all.
water for an entire building today. Oh, that sucks. And Anita wants to know where you are, Jessica. And Hayden says, I'm the same way with my feet, Storm. If they get cold, I'm cold all over. I'm the same way with that too. Like I'm trying to sleep, and it's like I cannot sleep until my feet warm up, and I'm like tucking them under my legs, trying to get them warm, trying to do whatever, trying to get them warm. And Susan said, I just started reading for Better or Worse by Jen McKinley.
Yay.
It's another series that I do need to continue this year. I haven't.
Yay, it's good. It
Yeah,
gets better and better and better.
I got to
I
get
mean,
over
I
the
liked
bump.
it from the beginning, but I feel like it got better and better.
Yeah, that's what I got to get over the bump to where, I think a lot of times whenever I read a series from the same author, sometimes it takes me 3 or 4 books to decide how I feel about the next series that I'm reading by them. And so Mel says, I just checked and it's 18 degrees here. I went to the store this morning and it didn't feel that cold. I think it's about the same. Yeah.
Oof.
And Mom's Book Collection. Hi. She says, where I am, it is negative 12, but feels like negative 20. Oh,
Holy
oh.
moly. I think Mom's book collection's in Canada, right? I
She
think
might
so.
be.
Where are you at, Mom? I know. I
I know
know
we have
it's
a few on here.
Holy moly, I'm so sorry. I got something in my throat.
Oh, Leanne says I have a hot mattress pad that keeps me warm all over. That's what I need.
Ooh. That sounds amazing. I mean, I wouldn't want it where I'm at, but it sounds like I would have when I was in Illinois. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I
Yeah.
still always have a blanket on me, even here. But that's more. I just like it.
It's a
Like,
comfort thing.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like, because even in the summertime, when I'm like hot, I have the air conditioner going, but I always have like my blanket thrown over me when I'm sleeping. It's just how I am. Unless it gets like super, super hot upstairs, then I can't handle it. But then I got a sheet, so at least I feel like I got a blanket. Julian says, I'm quite enjoying the matchmaking Can Be Murder so far. It's fun reading about older protagonists. It's very wholesome so far. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's a fun series.
Julian, have you read the Amish Candy Shop series? I don't know if she'd read that one yet or not. Because I think it's fun to see the different perspectives from that and the matchmaking one because of Ruth and how in one everybody's afraid of her and the other one she's like, shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. Millie and Lois don't take the guff from her that you originally saw as in the
Yeah.
Amish candy shop. So it was really interesting to see that different
The
perspective.
younger generation are scared of her. The older generation that grew up with her aren't scared of her. It's kind of like that.
I am Mel. I am like Linus. I love peanuts. My husband bought me on DVD the like holiday collection of peanuts
Mm-hmm.
with all the different like the Halloween special, the Christmas special,
Oh yeah,
all of those. Now we don't have anything that plays DVD players, but years ago it was fun and I watched it a lot. We don't have anything that plays DVDs anymore.
well, why not? You just stream everything.
Yeah.
I just recently, well, because they're so cheap, I bought a DVD player, and so I have it because I do have DVDs. Because that's what I have my whole 4 seasons of Scarecrow and Mrs. King, and I like to watch it a lot. And I have some of my musicals and stuff on DVD, which I just picked up Singing in the Rain the other day. I was like, I was just talking about this because I told my dad, I was like, I need to get some DVDs of my favorite musicals because I had them on VHS. Well, and stuff. So I was like, I need to get them. And then there was it Singing in the Rain. I was like, it's meant to be. It's like right there.
Yes. Singing in the Rain's a good one too.
That's like
Oh
my
my
favorite.
gosh, I love musicals. They're my favorite actually. Love them. Yes,
So,
I
the Route series is
agree.
fun. Yeah,
The
I
Amish Candy
love the
Shop
Amish Candy Shop.
is one of my favorites.
I haven't edited it yet, but I have like my overview of 2021 that I need to get up. And one of the questions, so spoiler for when it comes out, but one of the questions was a favorite. You have a favorite like first in series, then like sequel and ender. And I think I put the Amish Candy Shop series was for my favorite first in series because I've actually first and all the way through because I finished that one until another one comes out. But also, I think I put Amanda Flower as my favorite new author because I read a lot from her last year and I really liked her. So I was like,
Yes, I agree. She's fantastic.
Julian says, Mel, I'm hoping to love that one too. Even more excited for it. I would, though, if I was you, Jillian, I would read the Amish Candy Shop series first before you finish the matchmaking one because the third book in the matchmaking one might spoil the latest book that's in the Amish matchmaking. So that's why I guess they're good to read kind of like parallel to each other from publication date or something like that. Mel says, I have a ton of DVDs. I'm very old fashioned. Yes.
I still have mine in case I ever get to, I just
don't have a ton of them, but I do have, I tend to have my favorites. So
yeah,
ones that I want to watch them over and over and over again. Like I have Hairspray, both versions. Yes. I have the 80s version and the newer one.
That is one of the only, I will say this, and I might get some slack for it. It's okay. That is one of the only times that I think that the new version is actually better. I love the remake of Hairspray. I love Queen Latifah in it.
It was really good, and I am not a John Travolta fan at all, but I actually thought he was pretty good in that. But I will still forever like the first version better. But
it's the only time I would say that because I normally hate remakes. Yeah. But I loved it. I loved Christopher Walken and him together.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
they were pretty
cracked me up. Loved it.
And I have Sound of Music and
yes,
My Fair Lady.
Yes.
And I need to get Oklahoma because that was another one of my favorite ones that I used to have on VHS. And Jessica says, Mom's book collection. I think I would love Canada. I really like cold weather. Oh,
Well, you're already in negative
yeah, I
15.
know. That's what I was going to say. You're already in cold weather.
How much colder do you really? No, I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing you, Jessica.
Yeah. And so Anita says, I love Scarecrow, Mr. King when I was a kid. Me too. That was like my favorite out of shows that I can remember growing up watching. That was just my favorite one. I think I was like so like in love with Bruce Boxleitner. I still am. He's on some Hallmark movies, and it's like, oh look, he's still even older. I still like him. Susan said, I love watching Scarecrow, Mr. King. I need to get DVDs. Yes. And Mel Max says, what's your favorite musical?
Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. But
I've never seen that one.
I seriously love all musicals. I mean, they're like my favorite. I say this every time, but when people ask if I had a superpower, it would be that everybody, you could just like point your finger or like zap your finger and people just break out in musical. I would use it for like wars. I would use it for conflict. I just want to walk down the hall to my work
Yeah.
and like all of a sudden break out in song about the stapler. Oh my gosh.
I could just see that.
That would be amazing. That would be so
I don't know. I
amazing.
think it's a toss up between Singing in the Rain and The Sound of Music.
Yeah, those are both great.
My favorite.
And I saw someone said Carousel. I love Carousel. Meet Me in St. Louis.
Yes.
I like that one. I like Miss Saigon.
I would have to say just about anything with Gene Kelly was like on my like favorites list because he's like one of my favorites. So. And just because I keep all my favorite shows on DVD, they always change what's available on streaming. I like to have backup. See, that is exactly what I was thinking.
That's why I didn't get rid of them, and that has happened to me. So I still have the DVDs. I just can't play them right now. But I should.
So you should invest in a DVD player because they're fairly cheap right now. So
it's not the investment; it's like getting it hooked up. I don't know. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, well, that's what my dad. He's like, hook this up for me so I can. I had to hook him up a DVD player so he could watch some of his movies. So. Mel said Amanda Flower has lots of series that are among my favorites. I started with her new Farm to Table series last year. I really like that one. Yeah, I need to try that one. I have not tried that one. And Julian says that's exactly my plan. So I'm going to start and finish the Candy Shop series after I finish book one of Matchmaker series. Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because I'd hate for anybody to get spoiled because I know I was a little like, oh yeah, I forgot that happened in the last book. Whenever I was reading the Matchmaker, the third one, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot, which makes me kind of curious about how things are going to go in the newest book for the Amish Candy Shop series. And Leah says, I have my dad's in binders. I threw out 12 trash bags of DVD plastic covers. Mine are still in the covers. I'm a cover person. I like to see the cover. Probably have better space if I didn't, but I could use I have them in a bookshelf, and I could probably use that bookshelf for books if I had all mine in a binder instead of like they are. Mom's book collection says at Lady Lovestead Reads, you would love it a lot. Only in the wintertime do I tend to get warm, hot times.
Oh, interesting.
And have you seen Carousel?
I love Carousel.
Long time ago. Hi, Elizabeth. Says, hi, you guys. I'm at the grocery store. I'll check back when I get home. Okay. And Lady Lovestead said, or Jessica says, I think my favorite musical is Rent. I've only seen that, I think, one time.
Yes, I saw it. So I've seen it a ton on DVD, and I love it. But we saw it once live, but it was the first night that it opened because it was the only night we could get tickets was opening night, and the sound stopped working like several times in the middle of it, and so like and I hadn't seen it at all on DVD before that, right? So we didn't know the story. And like we had no idea what was going on because everything is sang, so you really need to hear it.
Yeah.
And we had like no idea what was going on. We went with a couple other couples, but yes, I love Rent. Yes, The Sound of Music is one of my favorites. I
It's one of
seriously,
my
I love
favorites.
musicals.
Yes. And I love White Christmas. I watch it every Christmas too. And Susan said, when we grew up in New Jersey, I used to go see Broadway plays with friends. My favorite was Lion King.
Yeah, I mean,
Never got to see an actual Broadway play. That's like one of my bucket list things. I want to do that at least once. Cody says, hello again. Busy day for me, but I'm taking a break. I'm really sore. Need to rest.
Nice.
And Susan said PS tickets were a lot cheaper back then, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And Mom's Book Collection says, I used my PS3 for DVDs when we watched that one. We actually watched Step Up 3 there. Of course, I found on TV had green flickers while watching them. Oops, that was supposed to be Dad's, not. That's okay. We knew what you're saying. Chorus line.
Chorus line. Chicago. I started thinking of other ones, of course, as we started talking about musicals. Little Shop of Horrors. I mean, I just like them all. I love them all.
Yeah, I've seen like Little Shop of Horror, like a play, but it was like a college play. It was at the college that I went to. And I've seen, we have this place in Branson. It's called the Lights and Sounds Theater. And it does like religious ones. Like I've seen like Jonah and Moses and things like that. But I would like to go to like an actual like Broadway show. And Cozy said she thinks she's the odd man out because she doesn't like musicals.
Boo! Oh. Just kidding. Yeah.
The Muppets Carol is kind of a musical, yes.
I watched that to do with the Muppets. I liked the Muppet Show. I liked the Muppet Babies. I liked it all.
And Joby says, have you read The Frosted Misfortunes? I read a bundle 1 through 3 and did not like the writing. Should I keep going?
I don't think there's any past 3 that I know of, unless I need to look again. I'm in the middle of the 3rd one right now. I liked it. Yes, I did. But I liked the writing, so
yeah, probably if you're not like going with the writing style, then you probably shouldn't keep going. Because so Jessica said, Cozy, I don't like most of them. There's just a few I enjoy. You're not alone.
You're wrong. I'm just kidding.
I haven't watched all of them, but I know that what I've watched, I usually have enjoyed. So I don't know. I even like Evita, where like it seems like the whole thing was just music almost. There was like no speaking at all.
Yeah, Evita's great.
That was the first time I'd ever seen anything like that. I was like, are they not going to talk at all? It's just going to be like all song. That was weird. And Cody says, I need to find something to read on KU. I'm burned out on audiobooks, taking a day off from that. And Cozy liked the musical episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Well, then you just haven't found the right musical.
Yes, I love Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
Yes,
it's like one of my favorites, and I need to get that one on DVD too. I like that.
Fiddler on the Roof. I love Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. So I think I said this in one of my videos, Mom. Grease as the movie is the movie that I've seen most in my entire life, because in my hometown there was nothing to do. Like, and I really mean nothing. We don't have a grocery store, so that should tell you, right? So growing up, all we did was have sleepovers, and we would change houses every single week. The only thing that stayed the same was we did it every weekend, and we watched Grease. We might do, we might do something else, whatever was going on, whatever, but we always watched Grease. So I've seen it more times than I've seen any other movie in the history of movies. And it's still one of my favorites of all time, probably because of that.
I've only seen it a couple times. Like I said, not a very big John Travolta fan. So.
Oh my gosh. It's one of my favorites of all time.
And Susan says, "Oh yes, love the chorus line. Only saw the movie in Chicago. In Chicago, I think. Oh, and Footloose.
Oh, Footloose. See,
Yes.
there's one that I hated
I
the
love
remake
these
of. The
too.
remake of Footloose was
Yeah.
wouldn't even say it was horrible, but yes, I love Grease. Grease. Has anybody seen Grease too? Oh, it's so bad.
Oh, okay. Spell check hates me today. DVDs, not dads. Okay.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah. So used to be obsessed with Grease. Had a crush on
Kinnicky.
I have no idea who that is. See?
Danny. John Travolta was Danny.
Okay. And Cajun says, "I love Cats," the musical.
Oh, that's one of the only musicals I do not care for.
I've never seen that one, so I don't know.
That and Showboat. Everything else, you could take me to any musical and I will love you forever. But
I don't think I've seen Showboat either. I'm sure there's like a ton of musicals I haven't seen.
You're cracking
I went to see Into the Woods in theaters with a friend and had no clue it was a musical. I was like, they sing the whole time.
Oh my gosh, you're cracking me up.
Sorry, I met her other series. Oh, okay. So should she try her other series? I don't know.
Oh, I've not read anything else by her. That was the only read, but I enjoyed it. So I would say yes. But if you didn't enjoy it, then I don't know if you would like anything else by her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
And Mom says the music.
Yes,
the movie
Mom.
is amazing. I used to hang out with my friends and act out the scenes.
Mom's making me so happy tonight.
I am impatiently awaiting the movie version of Wicked.
Me too.
See, that's
saw
one I
it
haven't seen
years ago, and it went to my top 3 favorites of all time. The first time I saw it, absolutely love it. Wicked was so good.
Okay, so I'm not a fan of Rocky Horror, so we watched it like 50 times in theaters. That's one I can say.
Okay. It's okay.
I do think I've seen the musical of Les Mis, but it's only one time, and I couldn't really tell you anything about like what I watched.
I have seen it.
JB likes Grease.
Man, that's a good one.
JB liked Grease too.
Really?
Like Grease too.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not sure about
JB.
You guys will be shocked at how many I have not watched. How many movies I've not watched.
I knew what you meant. Oh yeah, Gypsy, The Music Man, Cabaret. What's the one? Oh, Bye Bye Birdie. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
And I've watched most things with Bing Crosby, Gene Kelly, or Fred Astaire. I love all those kind of stuff. See, I only saw the movie of Chicago. I don't care for Cats either. Okay. And Cozy says, I think Lisa Seifert's only has one series. Okay.
I'm not sure. I was looking at her stuff, and for whatever reason, I do feel like she has another series. I don't know.
There's a stupid fly about to drive me crazy.
Oh no.
So Wicked, I read the
there. Okay.
I was like, uh-oh. I figure at 15 after, in 1 minute, we'll do another sprint. And when we do that, I'm going downstairs to get me something to eat because I wasn't hungry earlier. So I'm going to make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, just so you know.
Okay. When you, I'll also have to do something, but I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, so good.
I was raised on musicals and musical theaters, so it's natural for me. My whole family and childhood friends are the same.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we'll read till 45, and Do your thing.
Happy reading, everyone.
So, how did everybody do?
Good. I did the audiobook this time and I'm at 21%. So doing good.
Cool. I'm doing pretty good. I'm at 16% on the Count of Monte Cristo, which not really that far actually, but
No,
I'm
you're
on
getting
chapter
there.
20,
Oh, that's yes.
so it's not too bad. I'm on chapter 20.
Making progress. That's all that
Yeah,
counts. Making
making
progress.
progress. Yeah. Let's see, find where I was. Gypsy, Chicago.
It looks like with Cozy right underneath Nancy, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't tried it yet, but her first book is on Hoopla audiobook. I might try it that way.
Are you talking about Lisa Seifert?
I was wondering. I think maybe.
Gotcha.
And hi, Jane.
Hi, Jane.
Wicked, wicked, wicked. Come on, movie. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. But they have to cast it well.
Yeah. I don't know a whole lot about Wicked. I just know that I read a book recently that had uh some kids were doing Wicked, like I guess so, like a kids version of Wicked. It was about Broadway and stuff like that, and that's the only reason I know anything about Wicked.
I absolutely loved it. What I thought was so interesting was it kind of made you see Wizard of Oz completely different. Oh, it was so good. You just, oh gosh, it was so good.
And Anita said Cats was the first one I ever saw.
Ugh.
Easter Parade is one I watch every Easter. Yeah, I like the Easter Parade.
I've never seen it.
And my favorite musical is Grease, Sherry said. And Cody said, Tiffany, I just read the 5th book in the Goldie Bear series and the ending part, and the mystery was good. I'm hooked now. I have a book hangover.
Gotcha.
Cozy's making
Ooh.
loaded baked potatoes, broccoli, and cheese for dinner. I'm so excited. And that sounds so good.
Delicious.
That beats my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And Sherry says, my favorite non-movie musical are Hamilton and Lion King.
Yeah, The Lion King was amazing. I still haven't seen Hamilton. It was seriously like in lottery at the last time I was able to go to the theater, like the live theater. It was like there were so many people that wanted tickets. I entered the lottery, but I mean, yeah. Isn't that crazy? Actually,
it was
book 6,
book 6,
the main course.
Yeah, because she says can't type today.
See, because I can't type any day, I'm able to decipher a lot of that.
Yeah. Well, I always tell my friend that I speak Barb whenever she's like texting, because I'm like, I think I understood that. So, Storm, have you ever had a grilled PB&J? Which no, I have not, but that sounds really good. You make it like a grilled cheese, but with peanut butter and jelly instead. They're delicious, but really messy. You'd have to eat them with a knife and a fork.
I've not had that, but I love grilled peanut butter and banana.
I've never had that either, but that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. That was Elvis's favorite meal. Yeah. Grilled peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Or maybe favorite sandwich. I don't know. I shouldn't say meal, but.
And Mom says, well, I'm off for now, so she's probably already gone, but bye, Mom.
See you later. Thanks for stopping in.
And Cozy's going to try to read Baking and Entering, Raised and Glazed Mystery #1 by Emma Ansley on KU. There are 4 books, all little over 100 pages. Okay.
Nice.
Well, I like the title. It's cute.
Yeah. Yeah, so, very cute.
Leanne said 17 pages. Jessica's 8 pages. Cozy read 12 pages. It's a donut shop mystery. I'm liking it so far. Cool.
Oh, okay.
And nice, page into 12%. And Coach said, Tiffany, you do like the main character from Cape Cod Foodie? If I remember right, she's feisty.
So far I like her. I haven't, noticed anything that annoys me yet.
And Susan said partway into chapter 2. Okay. And Mel got 12 pages, was only able to read part-time. And Marquette made it to chapter 23 of Gilded.
Nice.
And Jessica, was that the Chance to Fly? Yeah, it was the Chance to Fly. Yeah. That was the book. Stupid fly is about to drive me crazy. I guess because it's getting cold and they all decided they needed to come into my room and hibernate or something. I've killed like, I don't know, like 5. And it's kind of like the wasp incident, except flies now.
Oh, I would not. Yeah, that would. Oh, gotcha, Anita.
And Cozy, that sounds delicious. Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
And Susan says, I need to finish the Goldie Bear series. Hi, Melanie. What are you reading?
It's good to see you, Melanie.
And Mel said, Tiffany, if you like White Christmas, I think you'd like Easter Parade. Yeah.
I do like White Christmas, but I've never seen Easter Parade. Thank you.
I believe that Easter Parade, it don't. I think, if I'm right, has Fred Astaire in it.
Okay.
If I'm right. It's been a long time since I've seen that one. Cozy said, Susan, try Goldie Bear Mysteries on audiobook. If you haven't, I love the narrator. And Nancy said, finished Untimely Death on the Mountain. Only 2 stars for me.
Oh, no.
Thought the writing was amateurish. Okay.
Gotcha.
Bummer, Nancy, but that happens, yes. And 57 minutes left of How You Train Your Dragon. How are you liking that, Cheryl? I was going to start that today, and then I started this other middle grade one instead called Belly Up, but I'll be able to finish that real quick and then jump into How to Train Your Dragon. She was jumping into it a little early because we're buddy reading it, but she didn't want to have to try to get it again because somebody was waiting on her hold. So I told her go ahead and give it a go. It's like a 4-hour audiobook, so I mean it'll be like super easy to catch up with that. And Susan says, I'll look into that row. I've read 5 of them so far, maybe, or half of them. I bet that's half of them.
I think so too.
And Cozy says, I'm enjoying my reread of Big Chill by Julia Buckley a lot, but reading is so slow. I think I might try rereading books 2 and 3 on audiobook because I really want to get to that book 4.
I do too. I've been thinking about that, but I have so many books on my plate right now.
Yes. I'm loving it partly because of David Tennant. He is so amazing. I know. I was like, when I saw that he was narrating that series, I was like, yes. He makes middle grade books so fun. Yes, half. I thought that's what must have been.
From the Goldie Bear season. Yeah. Nice.
So has anybody, I know it's only like 7 days in, but has anybody found like a favorite book yet? Or at least like a book you could recommend?
I'm trying to see what I've read for the year. I read, hold on. I'm trying to get to my books for the year. What about you?
I'm trying to think of, I'm like, what have I read?
I really liked A Killer Cupcake. It was the first book in the Beachfront Bakery series.
Yeah. It seems like everybody's liking that one.
I gave it 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed it.
I'll have to try.
All the others I've liked okay. I read Murder at, well, that's for tomorrow. Never mind. Asking for Truffle. I read the first one in the Southern Chocolate series. I'll definitely continue it, but I gave it 3 stars. And then Hitch's Hideouts and Homicide, which is Camper Criminals number 7. I finished that yesterday or this morning, and I gave it 4 stars. I really love it, but I love that series in general, so it's not a new one. But the Beachfront Bakery is brand new to me, and I would definitely recommend that. Really, really liked it.
I would say my favorite so far is Blindsided by Karen Slaughter, which is definitely not cozy at all. I've read that book before, but I'm buddy reading the series with my friend this year, and there's only like 6 books in that series, so I figured, And she like really loved it. Like she read it in 2 days. And she's like, I'm so glad you decided we would do this series. I was like, well, I'm glad you like. She like really liked. She gave it like 5 stars. I gave it 4 stars, but I read it before the first one, but I hadn't read any more in the series. And I'm like reading this, or I was listening to it on audiobook, and I was like, now I remember like why this author is so polarizing, because she's like very graphic, and like the crimes and stuff that she portrays in her books. It's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm like listening to it. So it's like some people can't handle her at all. So
I would not be able to handle that.
So Easter Parade has Fred Astaire and Julie Gardner. I thought I had Fred Astaire. And Melanie says, I'm reading a YA fantasy, The Camelot Betrayal by Kirsten White, #2, and the Camelot Rising trilogy.
Excellent.
Ooh. Oh, well, that's a bummer. She's like, no, she'd only had a 3-star and a DNF so far. Bummer. Okay, so I'm curious, what was the book you DNF'd?
Good question, because I was getting ready to ask it myself. What did you DNF?
And Nancy said she is loving Outlander on audiobook, and Jane Eyre, of course. Yes, because Jane Eyre is awesome. That's my favorite. I want to reread that. No winners yet, Melanie said. Bummer. Okay. I gave the 10th book in the Cape Bay 5 stars and Goldie Bear 6 stars. All right. Off to a good start.
Okay. So the Cape Bay series Cafe is the Harperland. Because this one's called Cape Bay Foodie? What is
Cape Cod Foodie?
Cape Cod. Okay. I'm like, holy moly, I'm gonna get those mixed up. Yes, no.
She wants to start the Undercover Dish series this year. I like Cheddar Off Dead to be one of my December reads for this year.
Yes.
I do need to try that one.
It's so much fun. I was so excited that she brought the series back. It's really fun.
So, Leanne says, Murder at the Spring Ball and The Death of a Gossip.
What series are those?
Death of a Gossip, I think, is an MC Beaton. I don't know if it's Agatha Raisin or if it's Hamish, the Hamish one.
Okay, but I do think it's MC Beaton. I think you're right.
Susan says, I've only been able to read 1 book so far. It was Libby Klein's series, which I'm really enjoying.
Of course.
I can't wait till I get to that one.
Yes, I'm so excited for everybody to get to it.
Everybody was so busy like at the beginning of the month with their buddy reads and stuff, so I scheduled ours for like the 3rd week, and it's like, oh man, I gotta wait so long to read it. And Cozy's looking forward to Beachfront Bakery.
Yes, you're gonna really like it.
And is that the Killer Cupcake, Beachfront Bakery? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Rocket says depend on the genre, but I just read my favorite mystery, Old Bones, by Preston Childs, and really liked it. And Sherry said, I guess my favorite so far is a reread of Shiny, 5 stars. I read that. I don't think it was the year before, not last year, but I think 2020. I might have read that for the first time. I gave it 4 stars. I liked it. Cozy said, I made good progress so far. Finished the bingo and Mary Poppins readathon, and 6 letters done in the ABC challenge. All right.
Nice.
I've gotten more non-cozy ABC done than I have cozy. So far. I only have, I have 2 cozies now because I haven't put it on there, but I did finish today my one for tomorrow, Murder in Chelsea. So none that I liked enough to recommend yet, but I just started my 3rd book. Okay, Mel. And Storm, a YouTuber called Best All Books Like Terrence Slaughter and authors like that. Yeah, I watch her a few times. She's pretty cool. She is reading lots and lots of thrillers, so I get kind of some recommendations for that. Oh, so the Tanya Koppus one she didn't like, though.
Okay.
And I really wanted to love it, but the romance in that one just didn't make any sense, and she used incorrect info about chickens. Ooh. Well, not everybody's up on chickens like you are.
But But and part of the reason I don't write a book is because of the
Yeah.
research involved. I feel like if you're going to write about something, you should do
Yeah.
the research and talk accurately about it. And that's amazing that people can do it. I admire that all that they put into a book. And again, why I don't. But
Yeah, and you would
agree.
think, and probably one of the things they probably didn't think that many people was going to be like, oh my goodness, you got the chicken stuff wrong, because like I would never know. But you've got to think there are those people out there that raise chickens or they do whatever,
Yeah.
they are going to call you out on it.
Well, and it's with anything. Like I
Yeah.
cannot tell you how wrong people are about Amish living. Like
Mhm.
the stuff that
Yeah.
it's so inaccurate a lot of times. But I do realize too that communities are different.
Yeah.
For sure, they are, and they're but in general concepts and the beliefs, some of them are so wrong in books, and I'm like that would never. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, I feel you. I
I
feel
think
you.
historic people who write historical books, to me, uh, all the research they have to do for that is amazing
It's
because
incredible. It's incredible.
they have to be very well scholared by the time they finish their book. And Sherry says,
Yes.
I loved Wine Tasting or Murder. I gave it 5 stars. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'm doing a reread of the Falling Kingdom series by Morgan Rhodes, so I can tab them this time, but is one of my favorites. But I also love The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Ray Carson.
Nice.
And I don't know either one of those, but I'm pretty sure they're both fantasy. And Joey said, Mel, I loved Uncovered Dish the first time I read it. The writing and the characters are wonderful. Author released the 4th book after 3 years, and I was excited, but I want to do a reread to appreciate it. Yeah. And Mel says, I hate to rate a book at least. I have to rate a book at least 4 stars to recommend it. On the Cozy Mystery list site, readers list their recommendations for each month, and many people will list whatever they read. And I'm like, no. Yeah. Oh, we're going to talk about it tomorrow, so I'm not going to say anything, but, I really liked my murder book. I really liked my murder book. And the other cozy that I've read this month, I really didn't like, so I've had one up, one down.
Gotcha.
And Susan said it was Midnight Stacks or Murder, which I gave 5 stars.
Of course.
Cozy, actually, it was 4 years since the 3rd Undercover Dish. It gives me hope the author will get rights back to their previously finished series. Yeah,
I agree. I hope it starts happening to a lot of series. Come on, boo boo.
Mel says, yes, I have Fatal Fettuccine. I can't speak. On my Amazon wish list, but I know I won't get to Putting Up with Murder or that one until next year. It's definitely on my to buy radar.
Good, Mel.
Well, Hamish is definitely. I thought that's what it was, but I wasn't sure. I've never read that series, but I think I remember her talking about it either in Discord or somewhere. Very wonderful characters. Benedict Brown for Murder at the Spring Ball. It takes place in 1925, but gentle reads. Okay.
Okay.
And Cozy says, Mel, I bought Fatal Fettuccine. Why do I want to call Fuccini? I don't know why, but Fettuccine. She's independently published the book, so I want to support her and hope the series can continue. Yeah, the wrong chicken info didn't make me mad. It was just too distracting. Kept pulling me out of the story, and the mystery centered around the chickens, so I couldn't get into it. Okay.
Gotcha.
And Cody said, I finished the first Camper and Criminal books recently. I enjoyed it. There are a lot of characters to get used to, but very cozy, and the killer surprised me.
Yay.
Yeah, that's like one that I don't know if I should reread the first one or just jump into the second one and hope all's for best, because I have it on my SAS list, but I've only read the first one and it's been a couple of years. And I know the gist of it. Like, I don't remember who the killer was or anything, but I know it's about a lady who inherits the camping grounds and her husband, I think, died or something, wasn't it? And stuff. So I mean, I kind of know the gist of it, so I think I might be okay. And Mel says I want to start Poppy McAllister series this year, but I only have books 3 and 6 so far. So maybe later this year.
Yay.
I don't know where you get your books from, but have you ever tried abooks.com? Because I get a lot of like used books on that site a lot. And they have cozies. And so Cozy said, my only issue is the narrator for the audiobooks of Camper and Criminal sometimes sounds like she's going to cry. I need to get used to her voice. I listened to it on audiobook and I don't remember. And I'm like, now I have to look up because I don't remember who the narrator was.
I don't remember. I can't think of it either, which I just finished this morning or yesterday one, but I didn't notice that. But is that I'm asking because there's a series that I listen to where the narrator feels like she's constantly going to break out in like a fit of hysterical crying. Her name is Joanna Parker. Is that who does?
I hate that one. Yeah, I don't like her.
She does the Book Retreat series by Ellery Adams, and everything that she says sounds like it's the most dramatic thing delivered. It'd be like, I'm going to go to the post office, and you would think that she is like delivering a death soliloquy and about ready to like
going to go to the post office.
I mean, like it's very distracting in the books. It was hard for
yeah.
So is it Joanna Parker? I don't know.
She is one of my least favorite narrators for sure.
Oh my goodness. I just have a hard time with her because it almost takes me out of the story because I kind of get giggly because it's so over the top. Like I can't even stress to you. I'm not even exaggerating at her level.
I understand. Yeah.
Listen to us.
Lana says I have Amish ancestors in 1700s that escaped England through the colonies. Cool.
Wow. Nice.
And Mel says, I agree, Ro. I hope Julia Buckley is able to eventually continue The Writer's Apprentice, The Hungarian Tea House, all those good books.
Yes, me too.
And Nancy says, Storm, if you find Outlander on audio, Davina Porter as narrator is amazing. I used her credit to get it, but maybe your Ohio library has it. My library didn't, and Hoopla only had German. Actually, I have had Outlander sitting in my Audibles for years. But the 44 hours or whatever it is intimidated me and it's stuck there. But yeah, so I need to try it one of these days.
Yes, her writing in Laura Bradford and Amanda Flower, I feel like are some of my favorite writing styles. I think she's great.
And there again, I'm not really sure about her writing style, but I just know that I liked what I've read of or listened to of The Writer's Apprentice, but that's the only one that I have actually listened to by her. So. And I read Scene of the Grind, which is the first book in the Tony Kappa series that Lady Lovestead mentioned. I wasn't happy with the instant relationship.
Oh, that's the one that Jessica just DNF'd.
Yeah. I will still say my favorite from her is the Kenny Lowry series. That's still my favorite.
I need to try it.
And Sherry said, I always loved how Hamish love for his pet is the most important thing to him. Oh, well, that's cool. And just because Cozy, there is a camper one that I might read for our next prompt. It is on KU, Wheeler Dealer by Ritu Moreau.
I don't know you.
Yeah. Oh man. Now I'm rethinking. Rethinking things here now. I don't know if I want to listen to that many books with her. Oh man.
I don't know. I've never noticed it in the camper series, which is so weird because in the book retreat series, it's all I can focus on. I'm like,
maybe that's why I've only listened to one in the camper series. It was her, and I was like, no. She needs to find the right speed for her.
Whew.
Crazy thing is he did side voices well, but the main character sounded like she would cry.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Oh, that's horrible.
I can't believe I haven't noticed it in that series because I just listened to, but man, in the book retreat, I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, it sounds, yeah, exactly. It's so over the top.
Oh man.
Oh, that's so
Oh
funny.
well. I'll read a couple of them and then I can say, see, I read a couple more in that series. But I do think it'd be cool if she does what she told Elizabeth and like she will write a Z. That would be kind of fun.
The
But then
series
it's
is
like,
really good. It's a really, really good series. Even if you just read it, it's a
but then
very
you have to read like 25 books to get to Z or whatever.
they're like 3 hours. I mean, they're very short.
Yeah. Says Cozy said, Jessica, awesome. I haven't tried it. And Jessica says, at Susan, the relationship is weird in the second book. Patrick gets mad at Roxy for wanting to date him, but they're engaged. So that's weird. That is weird.
That's yeah.
Hi, Hannah.
Hey, Anna.
And Karen says, I really
Me
love Julia Brooks.
too. Me too, Karen. I totally agree. I like every one of her series.
It's not her first series because that one came out, I think, after the Kenny Lowry one. But she has wrote like a ton of series, and so every now and then an author's going to get one. I think going to be off on one maybe that's just not as good as her other ones. She writes so fast and so many. I think that can kind of hamper things too. Says Mel says I've read the first 5 or 6 gigantic tomes of Outlander series. Oh, I have the first 5 or 6. Okay, I haven't read them yet. They've been sitting on my bookshelf for years. Try the camper series.
I agree.
It's on there. It's on my list. It's on my list. I think I can get away with just starting in at book 2 though.
Oh, Mel, I'm so excited to read Castle Dark, Murder at Castle Dark, or In Castle Dark. Oh my gosh, so excited.
Are you, buddy, reading that with Mr. Francie? I think I heard him say something about.
Yes, and I'm hoping his mom. And what book was Hannah's dad gonna read? Wasn't that the same book?
I think so.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody wants to read it. I have that book too, and I need to read it because I actually had an e-arc of the book and I never got to it.
So excited for it. I mean, it's a dinner theater.
Yeah,
Murder mystery witches.
it'll be really cool.
But I'm so excited for that one.
We'll do another sprint. I can't even think of the word. Sprint at 15 after.
It would be really fun to have Hannah's dad, Mr. Francie's mom. That would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun, yeah. Going to put potatoes in the Instant Pot now. Baked potatoes turned out great. Very fluffy. All right.
Oh,
yeah, it's the same one.
Yeah. Yes.
When are you reading Castle Dark?
I don't think we've picked a date. You should read it with us.
Yeah, because I can't remember where I saw he talked about it, if it was in his SAS list or his, goals because he was reading more cozies, or if it was in his January TBR. So I don't remember.
I gave it to him as a recommendation for his like a book tube anniversary.
Oh yeah.
I gave Murder on Castle Dark as a recommendation to him. And then I said we should buddy read it because I also want to read it. And you should invite your mama. And then that's how, and then Hannah said her dad wanted to read it. I was like, oh my gosh, this would be so amazing.
Love the parent buddy read. Yeah.
Yes. The parent buddy read. Exactly.
So I love her camper series. Also, I'm in the minority, but I can't get into Outlanders. I've never tried it to know if I can get into it, but I like the TV series. But I think it's just because I like the actor that plays Jamie. So
Is that
But
the
that
red-haired guy?
narrator that Nancy loves so much, I do believe is the narrator for Snobbery with Violence by MC Beaton, I think.
Is the Outlander that you're talking about, is that the red-haired guy?
Hmm.
Oh gosh, he is cute.
Yeah, that's why I said I like the
The only
TV
thing I know about
series.
the show is
I like
that
the TV
the
series.
actor is really
Yeah.
cute because I like red hair on
Mhm.
men, so I'm always like a radar to it. Like, yay, Jessica, you should.
And Karen says, Susan, I've tried to read Outlander something like 4 times and I still can't get into it. I think the Outlander, you've got to really like historical fiction with romance in it. If you're not into like a historical setting, then you're probably not going to like it too much. And I think it's got some pretty like uh, hardcore scenes in it or whatever. Like with, I know some people have talked about rape and things like that in it. So you have to be able to read that kind of stuff, I guess. It's always been on my list to try one of these days, and one of these days I'll have to try it. And Mel says, Tiffany, I'm excited to read Death at Castle Dark and find out what you think of it. We should
Yes,
buddy read the second one. It's coming out this summer. There we
yes.
go.
We
Oops,
should
I'm
totally
already
buddy
past
read
my
it,
mark.
Mel.
It's
I'm
16 after I
excited.
did.
And I like Jessica's idea. LOL, the parent buddy read. If
Yep.
anybody has a parent that wants to join us, that would be amazing. I would love it. I will totally do a live chat if everybody's parents do the buddy read with us.
Yeah.
Just
That
to
would be
see.
funny if they would come on and like, you know.
My I don't have a parent that would read it. That's sad. Um
My mama probably would have read it, but you know, my
yeah.
dad, I don't think so much.
Yeah. Well, my dad would not have read it, I can tell you that. And my mom usually doesn't read like anything. Even when I tell her that they're um like murder mysteries that are like clean or, all those things, she's still
Still won't do it, huh?
but that's okay. I mean, she has books that she likes to read and all that.
Yeah. So I think this time I'm going to listen to Belly Up and get me some like fun reading going. I've had enough count for a while.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So
I'm gonna grab some coffee
okay.
and
Well,
I'll be right
say your thing.
back. Oh, happy reading, everyone.
So how did everybody do?
Sorry. I had
Finish that last bit.
like 2 seconds. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Good. I'm at 26%. I finished a chapter, so that's good.
Cool. I'm 41%, I think, into Belly Up. It's cute. It's a mystery. It's a little kid's mystery, so it's kind of.
Oh,
They're trying to figure out who killed the hippo.
oh, well, that's kind of
I
sad.
don't know if you can't really see it. No, it's too bright.
No,
But it's cute because it's got this cute little character hippo turned upside down in the water, and it's belly up.
hmm.
Okay, let's see. Where was I? I think. Oh wait, no. I think was I up here? I lost where I was. Yeah, I think that's where it was.
Okay.
It says it's very gothic, but in a cozy way. Writer's Apprentice considered gothic, but Castle Dark is more gothic. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then Nancy said that she didn't like Outlander the first time that much, but audio is so great and she's loving it now. But she loves historical fiction, so really enjoying it. That's why I said I think you have to like historical fiction. And Jessica said, get your grandma to read it.
I thought of that because she would read it, but she wouldn't come and like do a buddy read like on YouTube and all that. So I'm like, but I thought of that. Yeah.
Hannah says, LOL, that sounds like a parent teacher conference. I'm scared of the report you'll give me.
You should be. Maybe that would make Hannah on her best behavior.
Yeah. And Cornflower says, my mom loves Cozy. She always watches these videos, but she won't comment.
Oh, hi, Cornflower's mom.
Yeah.
It's thank you for coming.
I'm going to listen to
talk. That's going to be my goal.
Yeah. Going to listen to Death in Bloom. I think I seen that one on the Discord channel. It looked cute. The cover looked cute. And so you can get The Castle Dark by January 21st. Is that soon enough? And then
it's definitely soon enough. I don't know exactly what date we're going to start reading it. So yes, but I will let people know in the Discord as soon as I know.
Because Cody was asking that too when the buddy read is, because she can borrow the book from Livy right now.
Yeah, I'll check with Mr. Francie.
And then Mel Cozy said, do you read ebooks? The first Livy Klein is $2.99 on Kindle.
Oh, so good.
So Jessica read 7%.
That's awesome.
Oh, and Sherry has 6 pages left to finish. Will you just go continue on? Cornflower, 11 pages. I got involved with dinner.
What'd you have?
Yeah. Susan's almost done with chapter 3.
Nice.
Aiden read 11. Nice. Hannah's read 47 pages at 90%. Oh, almost finished.
Close.
And Cozy listened to Death and Bloom 20% in.
Are you liking it? I think she said she was.
Finished my book. I wasn't a favorite. Going to start reading Margarita Marzipans and Murder by Harper Lennon. That's part of that Kate Bay one, I think.
Yeah. Melanie, have you tried her? Sorry. Melanie, have you tried her Secret Granny series by Harper Lynn? It's really fun.
That's another one I need to continue because I only listened to the first one, and I think I only listened to the first one because you're like, I like this series, so I thought I'll give it a try, and I just listened to the first one. Hannah said never on my best behavior for my dad.
Oh no.
Anna's 21 pages. Melanie, yay, Kate Bay series.
Excellent.
The next book in the Nick and Nora Cozy series by T.L. Lo Tiempo is being published soon, I think.
I think that they have the best name ever. TC Low Tempio. I
Yeah.
like saying it. TC Low.
Except I have to think about what I'm saying whenever I try to say.
I love it. Thanks, Purple Bee. What are you reading now?
And Cozy says, I like it, but it's your typical cozy mystery. Nothing has amazed me yet, but it will continue the series.
Gotcha.
I like
Oh,
the
yay. Me too.
Ham
Ooh,
fried rice. Yummy.
that sounds good.
Everybody's having such good things, and I just had a peanut butter and jelly
Yeah, I
sandwich.
didn't have anything. Yeah.
And Mel said, Ro, I read physical books except for novellas that are only in ebook form. I have a few ebook series, but those are for when I travel, whenever I travel again.
Gotcha. Oh, it's worth a shot. It's fun. It's also very short, just like the Cape Bay. It's pretty fun.
And Mill says, Purple Bee, I'll have to look that up. I have Nick and Nora's series on my TBR. I think I have listened to the first, maybe the second book. And I think that another one didn't get published in that one for a while. And so it kind of like fell off my radar. And then I think she like come back and made some more in it. I keep listening because it sounds like somebody's outside.
Oh.
It's too late for somebody to be outside unless it's my brother coming. For some reason. Says Cozy, yeah, I enjoyed the first two.
Nice.
And Mel, maybe try borrowing the book from the library has it. Or try abooks.com because that's where I get all my like used books.
Okay.
I think some Nick and Nora are on Hoopla. It's another series that's on my TBR.
Excellent.
I think if I'm right, that's the one where the cat spells out stuff or something.
Oh, I'm not sure. But I know that author has several different series.
Yeah.
So,
I think they all feature cats too.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
So, how long are you gonna want to stay on, or it's later for you? So,
I'll do one more sprint.
Okay.
If you're up for it.
Yeah, like what we were doing with like at 15 till 45, or do one at like top of the hour.
Are you good if we do one at the top of the hour?
That's fine. Yeah.
Cool.
Says Storm, I think I'm going to DNF2 series I've been reading on audio. Mary Muffin series and Pause and Clause. Oh, I have a few books left in each, but I have no desire to read them. Yeah. Mary Muffin, it's not a favorite. I've read all of them, but they're at the end. They were starting to not really interest me too much. Like, I think the last couple got like 3 stars. And I think that's when I decided that I'm not very good at binging because I kind of read quite the last like 3 or 4 of those pretty close together.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really don't care about this. But Paws and Claws, I'm kind of sad. I like that one. And Purple Bee says, Mel, the author has a new publisher and is republishing all her series. There are new Nick and Nora last year. Can't wait for the new one. Cool.
Oh, awesome.
And now I have ebooks of Sarah Fox's Pancake House, Catherine Bridges by the Sea, a couple of Marty Wingate series, and a few others. Now I'm just waiting to travel somewhere. I like Marty Wingate. She has a new series out. It's a kind of like a library series, and I need to try that. I haven't tried it yet, but I've tried 2 of them that she has that she's in England, I think. Birds of a Feather, I think, is one of them, and the Potting Shed I think it's the Potting Shed series mysteries. I think it's been a while since I've read them.
I really like the Pancake House series by Sarah Fox. That's a fun one. Mel, you'll like that.
Yeah, I still don't. I guess I just don't quite get the writing style that like people don't like the writing style. Is it just like you just don't like what you're reading or what? Because especially with like cozies, I know if I'm just not feeling it or I'm not into it. I never know if it's like because I don't like the writing style or I just think it's boring. I just don't ever.
Well, sometimes for me, the writing style is the the tense that they write in, or um, like the way they describe things
And
is
I think that's my grammar is like
or
because I'm horrible with grammar, so it doesn't. I guess I don't tend to pick up on tenses and things like that. I
but
guess
even but yeah, and but like I said, but like the way they describe things, I just need things to be more
because like
visualized or
up
descriptive,
to no up to no
less
Gouda,
descriptive or
like up to no Gouda, like I didn't find anything wrong with the book. It just didn't hold my attention very well. And so I would let other books go in front of it. And so that's why I'm like, I don't know if it's a writing style or what. That's why I'm like, I don't know. But yes, it focuses on the mystery and has a lot of new characters in every book. But I usually just concentrate. Hey, hush up!
oh. I think that's another thing that goes into writing style, like how many characters they introduce, and definitely like how they write their like mystery and how the town is intermeshed. Sometimes I feel like that goes into writing style, how well an author can do that seamlessly.
Says I like the first Murray Muffin, but that was about it. Yeah. Nick and Nora, only 4 books on Kindle. And what Marty Wingate would you recommend, Storm? I have a few on my TBR. I want to try the gardening one. I think I would recommend the gardening one. Um, it has more in it than the other series, but I think you might enjoy it more. But it's been a while since I have read that series. But I do know it's not, I don't think it's like the typical fluffy cozy. So that's why I think maybe you might like it because you're kind of getting into those not so fluffy cozies and it's got all things English in it, so I like that. English gardens and all that kind of stuff. And Sherry says, I've read Kathleen Bridges' Hampton series.
Oh, okay.
I have read 2 or 3 in that series, and I need to finish that series. Don't know what she's barking at. She may want some water. Her water bowl's out there. Says Mel said, I got the Nick and Nora that comes out last year. I could tell if it's a different publisher because a huge trade paperback, and the first 3 are mass market paperback. Okay. So writing style for me is how they write characters and description, and how easy it flows. How I connect, how they mix mystery and personal life. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Writing style to me is the descriptions, repetitiveness, development of characters. Tense doesn't bother me. Okay. Because, like, yeah, like, I don't really get the tense thing. I'm always thinking of DNF and domestic. Also thinking of DNF and Domestic Diva by Kristen Davis. I've read 13 books. It's one of the first series I read on audio because I didn't have a lot of sources back then. And yes, I can't handle a lot of fluff anymore. And Purple Bee says, JB, only 4 books in the series, so easy to start and keep up with.
Oh, okay.
Nancy said, I've got nothing read. Was getting snacks and tea, etc. Documenting my books finished and got just a little of Zabata. I don't know how you say that. Read so not much. That's okay. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. So want to do like a half an hour and read till 8:30 or?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right. Happy
I
reading,
will go
everyone.
see what Dresden is wanting. So how'd you do?
I'm good. I did the audiobook again. I think I'm at 31%, so I did pretty good tonight.
Too bad. Yeah, I'm at 53% on belly up, so not too bad. It just so happens that the like chapter ended, and I like looked down, and it was like, oh, it's time. I can stop on it right off the chapter.
Oh, that's nice. I like when that works out.
Let's see, where was I? I think maybe here. My least favorite cozy of 2021 all had what I considered really bad dialogue. It was elementary, repetitive, downright boring, or at least it was to me. So that must be my big pet peeve with books. Okay. And I want to try both the Kathleen Bridge series. Yeah, I want to try the By the Sea one. I haven't tried that one. Writing style is, to me, is tone. Okay. And Sherry said, all done with the Confessions of Brother Hallowen by Ellis Peters. Okay,
Nice. Great job.
cool. And Hannah says, maybe it's another squirrel storm she's alerting you. I hope not.
Was she okay?
Yeah, she just wanted water. Her water bowl was empty. And Jessica, I'm so bad at English. What is tone? JB says, book 4 is only one on Kindle. Cajun finished 5 stars. Yay.
Excellent.
And
Ooh,
Hannah, I finished. Got a lot of finishing going on. That's good.
nice job.
Hi, Breezy says, hello, just got home from work. I'm listening to class reunions on murder while I fix something for dinner. All right.
Ooh, what you having for dinner? Are you enjoying the book?
And Hannah says, LOL, I finished my book and I filled real quick. That was a productive, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what that means. Probably spelled something wrong.
Yeah, probably. Nice job.
Sherry, 7 minutes left in a book.
Ooh.
I ate during the sprint. I put a pic of my dinner on Discord. Oh, right.
Ooh, I'm going to have to look because loaded baked potato sounds delicious.
And Purple Bee said only 34 pages of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Didn't realize I was so slow. Oh, that's not slow. 34 pages. And Mel read 19 pages. And Nancy's Z-Ball Dan is how you pronounce. Oh, okay. Z-Ball Dan. It doesn't look anything like that. But yeah, that's with words like that. They're always pronounced differently than you would think they would be. And so Jessica's tone is a general emotional feel conveyed through a language choice. I guess that's like when they say like it was flowery writing.
Yeah, I would say so.
It's flowery writing is stuff that I don't necessarily like, so I didn't know that much. When it gets too descriptive or whatever, I don't like it. And so Nancy's at 47% of that one.
Nice.
And Melanie read 6%.
Excellent. Filmed.
Okay. That was just one I couldn't figure out. Sometimes I can figure it out, but I can figure that out. Yep. Flowery writing is tone. Okay.
Excellent.
So tomorrow we have the scavenger hunt for murder, right?
Yes.
What was the one that you did for murder?
Murder at Redwood Cove.
Oh, okay. I did murder in Chelsea. It's Gaslight number 15.
Oh, I saw what you put on Discord.
Yeah. I really liked it.
So
I refrained from putting a rating on there because I was like, I'll save that for tomorrow. But I was like, oh, it's my favorite one. So, I mean, you can probably guess, but I was like, I really liked it. Purple Bee says, JB, I am seeing all on Kindle. Don't know what link you are using. Just type in Nick and Nora. They're all available. Okay.
Nice, Purple Bee. Yes, tomorrow at noon, our regular Killing Time with Cozies live is
Murder Scavenger Hunt.
Murder Scavenger Hunt. Yes.
So if you have read a book with murder in the title,
Come and talk
come
with
on
us.
down. Cozy, I'm excited to see everyone on the live tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes.
And she did
too.
Murder in Christmas River. Also Murder at the Taffy Shop. Well, there you go. A twofer. So are you ready to call it a night?
I
All
am.
caught up, and I'm pretty sure you're probably about to turn into a pumpkin, maybe.
Oh, yes. I maybe have about 20 minutes left in me before I am in my bed.
Your eyes are looking a little bit more tired now than they were when we first started.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I
Yeah.
can tell.
I don't. I wither away.
So it's after party in the Discord, or see you tomorrow.
Yes. I'm actually just now making the link for tomorrow because I forgot until I was talking about it. I'm like, you know what?
Oh.
I'm sending it
Since it's been so busy, you can even share a book you read in December with murder in the title. Okay, there we go.
Oh, well, then I have a lot of books to pick from.
Have you been sleeping better, Tiffany?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It just depends. But it's just weird sleeping by yourself after that long,
Yeah, it takes a long time to get used to it, probably.
Yeah. Well, that, and I don't really want to get used to it. So.
Yeah, well, that too, yeah. Get you one of those big pillows that they have, body pillows or whatever. Makes it feel like there's somebody there.
Yeah. I'll put a shirt of Kevin's on his pillowcase.
Yeah, there you go.
Or on his pillow.
Whoop, after party, Hannah says.
All right.
Well, thanks everybody for showing up and hanging out with us. And if you are in the Killing Time with Cozy Discord, we will see you there. If not, come back and join us tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time. Yes. And talk about your murder book. That sounds funny. Talk about
it is. All right, everyone. Have a great night. Thanks, Norm, for the invite. I'll be sending out the link for tomorrow in just a minute.
All right.
Bye, guys. But I'm trying not to say guys anymore. Bye, y'all. Have a good night.